Good morning, everyone, and thank you for giving me the time. My name is Najwa Arsyla of Vocational High School 1, Balikpapan. First and foremost, let us all thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving us the blessings, the mercy for us to be able to gather here today. To the honorable judges, the honorable competitors, and ladies and gentlemen, allow me to deliver my speech with the title of Pyrolysis, the future of Balikpapan. Now, before we start to talk at length, it's good to see what has happened around us at this time. Inside your mailboxes, audiences, there should be a plastic water glass, along with the straw too. Now, the question is, why would people still use plastic nowadays? Well, let's answer it. First of all, they are lightweight, yes. And second off, they are practical. And third off, they are pretty cheap. Well, the question is, have you ever wondered what happened to them after you throw them into the trash bins? According to popular science, ladies and gentlemen, plastic does not decompose or biodegrade at all. So do you think that they will sit around forever? Ladies and gentlemen, according to Balikpapan Environmental Agency, he said that in one day, Balikpapan alone produced 38 tons of plastic waste. 38 tons! Now that is a big number. So, effective since last year, we have Balikpapan Regulation number 8 of 2018 to reduce the use of plastic bags. But what about other forms of plastic waste? What about the water bottles, and what about the straws? What about other forms of plastic waste that's just as damaging as plastic bags? How do we get a hold of them? Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this becomes our responsibility too. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a great method to recycle plastic, to recycle something that's already here, the waste that has been made. We need a great method, and there is one solution that's worth the try, and it is pyrolysis. I have a question. Do you guys know what pyrolysis is? Well, pyrolysis is the process of decomposition of the organic compounds contained in the plastic waste through a heating process with little or no oxygen involved. So this condensation outcome can be used as a liquid fuel that is equivalent as gasoline and diesel. Gasoline and diesel, ladies and gentlemen, this solution alone could fix two problems: our plastic fuel dependency and our fossil fuel dependency too. Answer me this: why would we depend on something that has been planted over 100 years ago when we can make it out of something that we have now? So ladies and gentlemen, how can we do this in Balikpapan? Well, first off, I believe the government should give training to the schools, to the communities, to people that could act as a mentor of how pyrolysis could work, of how this project could work. If they has been sustained with the right information, and this project is sustained with the right funding, and the project is being handled with great supervision, I believe this project should carry it out successfully. And second out, let's campaign them all over social media. Make this known. Make pyrolysis known. Make people wonder, what is pyrolysis? Make people be curious, why would we do that? Make people wanting to do the same. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, pyrolysis is a simple school science project. And this has been proven to succeed because students in the junior high school of Istiqomah has carried this project alongside their PKLH teacher 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So this is not new to Balikpapan at all. Ladies and gentlemen, if we want to create a change, we have to work with the youth. We have to be creative, innovative, and productive. Say, if words are seemed powerless, then action is the strength we need to fix our present and to rebuild our future. Ladies and gentlemen, before closing my speech, I would like to invite you all to live up to our Balikpapan motto: clean, beautiful, safe, and comfortable. So let's bring the change to us. Let's bring the change to Balikpapan. Let's bring the change together. Let's do it now. or never. I'm Najwa Arsyla. I would like to thank you for your time and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and all audience in here. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dea Alvita Putri, but you can call me Aya, and I'm from Vocational High School at Balikpapan. Secondly, let us together thank to God for His blessing which has been given to us, so we can gather in this speech competition. I think the audience in here have this thing, small but have a big impact to our life. Do you know what is it? Yes, smartphone, or we can call it gadget. So today, I would like to deliver my speech about don't let gadget and cyberbullying change our social life. Ladies and gentlemen, according to compass.com, Borneo has the highest number of internet distribution in Indonesia. It's about 72.19%. It means that Borneo is very close with gadget, internet, even gadget addiction. So that's why I want to talk about it. It's pretty that we can easily communicate with people only by gadget or playing a mobile game like Mobile Legends or PUBG while you're working. It's funny, right? But it's a different story when it happens in your own life. So you can see, guys, that our classes is not because I'm a nerd. You must know the cause is I'm being addicted to gadget. So when I was in junior high school, I started using gadget in social media like Instagram, YouTube, and Line. I can't let my gadget. I always feel curious to see some notification and what's going on in my group chat. So I always check my gadget. From that time, my social life began to change. If I usually spend my time with my family, I often lock my bedroom and just busy with my friend in social media. Not only with my family, when I go hang out with my friends, I'll feel like something is different, something is missing. You know what? We sit on the same table, we sit on the same place, but what? We just busy with our gadget. Ladies and gentlemen, not only me, many of us, especially Indonesian teenagers, also feel that gadget can change our social media, can change our social life. One of them is cyberbullying. So cyberbullying is bullying, but is on social media. According to the data of UNICEF in 2016, there is 41 until 50% Indonesian teenagers have experience on cyberbullying. One of the cases happens to the student, namely Sonia Depari, after her video spread on the internet. Her daily life became disturbed, feeling down, and feel embarrassed. So we can't let this cyberbullying, because cyberbullying will make the victim feel depressed and feel something like self-harm and suicide. As experienced by Amanda Truth from Canada, she is a victim of cyberbullying for 3 years. And what's going on her? She later found that at her home after she posted about her bullying. Ladies and gentlemen, believe or not, in this case, gadgets already make our social life more broken. We sit at home, misery suffer only by the number of followers and likes. So the question is, why it can happen? Why we can being addicted to gadget? A U.S. physiologist Dr. David Gernfield says that internet is like a slot machine. You never know what you're going to find inside. It's like a dopamine. For the first time, make you feel excited, but then you have to go back to feel the same feel again. So gadgets it also have the same principles. One day you get a like, and the next day 50 likes. Boom! The lessons you feel great, right? But then you have to go back to feel great again, posting some photo and videos again. So ladies and gentlemen, there's any solution for this one? Yes, we can start from the little thing like try to turn off your phone first in the morning, last the evening, and focus to do something like lunch with your friends or have a dinner with your family. And the second is you can register the number of notification in your phone. I know, it's being great. It's great when you being a micro celebrity when your phone have many notification in front of your friend. But honestly, no one care about it except you. So remember this. Yes, we live in internet era. We love our gadget, but don't let the touchscreen lose our touch. Go on. Spend your time with your family, spend your time with your friend, and see that wood is more beautiful than your skin. When we love our parents, God will blessing, and if we can love each other, the world will be heaven. So that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for giving me the time. My name is Najwa Arsyla of Vocational High School 1, Balikpapan. First and foremost, let us all thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for His mercy and His blessing for us to be able to gather here today. To the honorable judges, the honorable competitors, and ladies and gentlemen, allow me to deliver my speech with the title of Tourism, a Balikpapan Fiasco. Now, dear audiences, fiasco, what does fiasco mean? Well, according to Cambridge Dictionary, fiasco is something planned that goes wrong. A failure. Now, I believe your question would be, how could she say that tourism in Balikpapan is a failure? Well, allow me to elaborate. Dear audiences, Balikpapan has many potentials and resources needed to make such great tourism spots. Balikpapan is a comfortable city, a safe haven for tourist activities. Now, why do our tourism objects aren't as enticing as the others? Like Manado, like Jawa, like Sumatra, what has gone wrong? Well, dear audiences, Balikpapan has considerable potential for the development for the ecotourism industry. Balikpapan's most enticing industry is the ecotourism industry. Ecotourism, what is ecotourism? Ecotourism is now defined as responsible travel to the natural areas that conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and education. Ladies and gentlemen, in Balikpapan we have Sungai Wine Protection Forest. We have Balikpapan Botanical Garden. These two objects are some massive potentials for our income. Now let me ask you something. How many of you has visited these two objects? Does it left you wanting to do again and again? Well, let's face it together. These two objects aren't interesting enough to visit. Why? Because they are too bland. Name something that makes them special, something that only they could offer, something that left people wanting to do again and again, some activities that are interesting. You can't name them. The answer is obvious. It's a no. But what has caused this? Ladies and gentlemen, this was due to a lack of promotion and public knowledge about the importance of ecotourism. Mr. Rizal Effendi himself said that back then after East Asian Growth Area meeting that so far the government concern has been to other sectors like mining, oil, gas. But after the economy declines, ladies and gentlemen, after the economy declines, it is well known that tourism sector has never been subsided. In Balikpapan, there are many middle class and upper class workers. Ladies and gentlemen, if they need weekend getaways that are practical, close, and can make them look like social justices in the eyes of others, they will definitely look for ecotourism. And we have to take advantage of this. Don't get me wrong, we have to take advantage of them in a good way. Why? Because these people would spend their money to go to ecotourism places, bringing their children along with their families and such. Why? Because, well, nowadays it's a hot topic. Second off, if they post anything about their trip to social media, people would immediately think, wow, what a great family. Teaching their children about the forest from such young age, well, that's cute. Let's take advantage of them. Ladies and gentlemen, cited from suarabalikpapan.com, Mr. Syahrul Firdaus stated that to maximize tourism potential, reliable human resources are needed. If tourism is progressing, there will be a lot of people coming to East Borneo, and that will increase our local revenue. Nowadays, tourism promotions are getting easier, especially with social media, with people taking selfies there and there, especially with the big writings in the airports. Welcome to Balikpapan, which indirectly has invited people to come to this city. Dear audiences, tourism will never go extinct, because as long as there is life, there is tourism needed. So the government must make tourism the #1 devisa supplier. We, as the locals too, we must visit these places. Remember this: visit, selfies, share, and promote. Well, social climbing and helping the economy in one go? Why not? Visit these places, hit the post button, hashtag say it's Borneo. They are all in your hands. So make this work, make the ecotourism grow. Let's put on some efforts. Thank you for your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all you dancers. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dea Alvita Putri, but you can call me Aya, and I'm from Vocational High School 1, Balikpapan. Secondly, let us together thank to God for His blessing which has been given to us, so we can gather in this speech competition. So today, I would like to deliver my speech about how important our realization of tourism in Borneo. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, Indonesia is a rich country, rich in culture and rich in tourism objects. One of them is in Borneo. And the tourism object is one sector that can support the regional and national income. So it means that tourism object is very important for our Borneo. I have a question. Is that true? Many of us more prefer to go vacation in another island like Java and Bali. It's true, right? And many of us don't know about our tourism object. However, our beloved island, our Borneo, have many tourism objects. We have floating market from Banjarmasin, we have Kelam here from West Borneo, we have Islamic Center, we have Tanjung Puting National Park, and many more. And from our city, from our beloved Balikpapan, we also have many tourism objects such as Lamaru Beach, Manggar Beach, Malawi Beach, crocodile breeding, and many more. Is there anyone in here never go to there? So, ladies and gentlemen, did you know our beloved city, Balikpapan, is the most lovable city in the world? It's not only my opinion. It's based on the voting from WWF, World Wildlife Fund. So Balikpapan is the winner and defeat another big city like Paris. It's really amazing, right? Not only that, in our beloved island, Borneo, we also have international airport. Yes, from our city, Sultan Haji Muhammad Sulaiman Airport. This airport have many facilities like 3D toilet, Cinemax Airport, and the very comfortable waiting area. So it's not surprising when this airport got 16 ranks for the best level service airport in the world. But why there's still many people who don't know about this? Why there's still many people who don't care about this? That's all because ourselves. We need some action. We need to worry about our Borneo. We need to start from ourselves. So what should we do? For the first, we can keep our everlasting culture and tradition. Our culture and tradition is the first power for our tourism object. As we know, we have many tradition and culture. For example, is from Dayak tribes. We have Huduk dance and we have Leleng dance. So that unique tradition and culture will make the people from another countries come to Borneo and want to learn about it. For the second is, we must keep the cleanliness of our environment, because if our environment clean, the tourists will comfortable and enjoy their vacation. If our environment dirty and not hot, many tourists feel uncomfortable with that. And the third is, we have to more friendly with the tourists, because what? It will give a good impression and tourists will more enjoy their vacation. According to Tribune.wow.com, Indonesia is one of the most friendly people in the world, and Indonesia gets 6th rank. So, as the young generation, we have to keep that things. And the fourth is, we need more promotion. I think the audience in here have social media, right? Like YouTube, Instagram, and many more. So we can use that social media to share photo, video about the information of our tourism object. So ladies and gentlemen, God has provided natural world for the earth in Borneo. As the young generation, we must keep and explore with our creativity, so that's all places that can potentially be used as tourism that can attract the interest and heart of every visitor Borneo as tourist gateway and to the diversity of our culture. So that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon and thank you for giving me the time. My name is Najwa Arsyla of Vocational High School 1, Balikpapan. First and foremost, let us all thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His mercy and His blessing for us to be able to gather here today. To the honorable judges, the honorable competitors, and ladies and gentlemen, allow me to deliver my speech with the title of Dayak, Identity Lost on Our Tongues. Ladies and gentlemen, Balikpapan is the manifestation of lost identity. Now, how can I say that? For so many years, for such a long time, we have lost connection to our roots. For so long, we have forgotten what brings us together. Borneo, with the Dayaks and us, living in our own land, feeling and looking like a stranger. This land has such a rich culture, yet everybody seems to be busy feeding into the outside world, that we're losing the feeling of our own identity. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have come from different parts of Indonesia, different tribes, different cultures, different languages. A lot of us are the children of the transmigrants. But those are the things that makes Borneo so gorgeous. These differences that we share don't have to get in the way of us preserving the cultures that's already here. The Dayaks, just like the proverb says, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So when in Borneo, do as the Borneans do. Borneo, ladies and gentlemen, the land that three countries share together, from Sarawak to Balikpapan, from Dayak Apokayan to Banjar. This land is phenomenal. According to Identity Times, the Dayak tribe alone is solid proof that Indonesia is extraordinarily rich in cultures. Language, ladies and gentlemen, language has always been a beautiful thing. How words could unite people. How I myself strive to be able to be fluent in English. How I see people around me try so hard to learn the international language. But I also see the disappointment in our elders' eyes when they hear us speak. They hear us praise their languages. They hear us praise their cultures. But they smile and thank us and say, your voice has lost all home. The taste of our culture, which was once so clear in my voice, has left me. The years of stories and celebration of this clan I carried in my accent alone, the richness, the boldness, the mispronounced R's and C's. The legacy passed on to me by my ancestors has left the person I am today. Now I no longer speak like my ancestors. Now most of you guys don't seem to speak like your ancestors. We become like the rest of the world. Boring, basic, monotone. Losing the feeling of our own identity just to fit in today's society. Dear audiences, how many of you know the regional language of this land, the Dayak's language? Can you understand some conversation in the Dayak's language? This is a reflection for us, for me, for you, for everybody present here today. A research study done by Ari Mariadi has proven that regional language become the victim of the hegemony of foreign languages. We are trying so hard to learn English, to learn the international languages, but we forgot to learn our own regional languages. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the brothers and the sisters of Indonesia. We share borders, we share languages, we share cultures and arts. So let's preserve our cultures on this land, embrace our differences, and come together to celebrate Borneo through identity. Let's live out our cultures again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to start dig up our identity back. Start preserving our culture more, just like the Dayak say. Jatun buku gana, jaka diajari tegeje manam parai, which means nothing will happen if nobody starts. So let's make Dayak our pride. I'm Najwa Arsyla. Thank you for your time and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Who will be the category for speech competition, right? For speech, I will start from the first. Yeah, there are 15 participants, and we have to choose 3 out of 15. And it is not an easy job. But anyhow, we tried, and we hope that it will be appropriate. That the first, the second, and the third, winners in this competition. I will start with the first. The first winner of the speech competition goes to participants number 1. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, Najwa. Congratulations. Okay. From SMKN. And also the teachers. I mean, the teachers, okay, it's very, enthusiastic and never stop, okay, helping you, yeah, to become the best. And now let me continue with the second winner. The second winner goes to SMA Negeri 2. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations, Bu Maria. Yeah, you are the mentor, the trainer. Yeah, congratulations. And the last one goes to number 4, SMA Muhammadiyah. Congratulations. Okay, I think that's all. Don't leave because you need to wait for something given by the committee. Thank you very much. Okay.